Okay, so we have here the urine chemical examination for the glucose determination. Okay, so this test would identify here the presence of the glucose and other reducing substance. So this is your quantitative method for the Benedict's determination. This is qualitative. Okay, we just identify here the presence or the absence of your sugar in the urine by the estimation based on the result and result the color reaction. So the Benedict's test would require here the use of your Benedict solution. So the principle of that works in the copper reduction principle. So basically, it's based on the ability of the reducing substances, including your glucose, to reduce here your cupric oxide, which is incorporated in our Benedict solution, that would allow that one to be reduced to your cuprous oxide. That would change the color of your Benedict solution into from the original blue na color to your green, yellow, orange, or even ang pinakamataas na glucose red na color ng solution with the presence of the precipitate. Okay, so this test principle here works in the principle of reducing property of your reducing substances. I mean to say, all of these substances, like your lactose or fructose or maltose, your galactose, even your homogentisic acid, your pentose, and even your ascorbic acid are all reducing substance. I mean to say, once they are present in our urine sample, it will give a positive results. So that would mean here that if you get a positive result in your Benedict solution, you could not determine what's present in the urine sample natin, giving that a positive reaction. We don't know here which one of your reducing substances are responsible for the positive reaction. So unlike, di ba, when we are doing your reagent strip for the glucose termination, okay, so that one is very specific for our glucose. Okay, so pag nag-positive sa reagent strip natin with the color reaction, I mean to say that one is really for the glucose. But in the with the use of your Benedict solution, so pag nag-positive siya, we don't know here if what's really present sa ating urine sample, if that might be because of the glucose or other reducing substances. Okay, so we have here the component of your Benedict solution. So we have your sodium carbonate. The sodium carbonate provides the necessary alkalinity for the entire solution or entire reaction. Sodium citrate maintains the cupric ions to be in the cupric state, not in the cuprous state. Copper sulfate, ito ang nagbibigay ng source ng ating cupric oxide or cupric ions. And we have also your distilled water serving here as your diluent. Baka nabura. Okay, so we have here the procedure for our Benedict's test. So we have first 5 ml the urine sample is being transferred to the test tube. Then you add here 8 drops or 0.5 ml the urine sample. That's equivalent to, nakalagay kasi sa lab manual natin, that's 8 drops. But in your AUBF na book, that's 5 drops. Okay, drop mo lang and then try to mix your test tube here with the urine sample with containing here your Benedict solution. Okay, and then try to boil your mixture here, okay, at for 2 to 5 minutes. Okay, now for that one, try to observe here for the color reaction, including the color ng solution, and also try to observe here for the color of the precipitate. Okay, so original color ng ating Benedict solution is blue na color. Okay, and it would change the color of that depending on how high is the concentration of your different reducing substances. Okay, negative result here is no color change. So that's blue na solution, walang precipitate. Trace, we have your greenish blue na solution, walang precipitate. Okay, 1 plus, we have here green na solution pero meron ka ng yellow na precipitate. Okay, 2 plus, nagiging yellow-green or muddy green ang ating solution. Still have here na yellow na precipitate. Okay, 3 plus, we have your muddy orange na solution, and you have your yellow na precipitate. Okay, and 4 plus, you have already here, pinaka-maximum, we have orange to brick red na solution, and you have also here almost red na precipitate. So, pag nagsulat tayo ng result nito, you need first to write here the observation. Paano observation? You write here the color ng solution, plus pag may presence ng precipitate. Pag may presence ng precipitate, you try to write anong color ng precipitate. And for your interpretation, itong sinusulat natin. Negative trace 1 plus, 2 plus, 3 plus, or 4 plus. Okay, but then again, pag nag-positive sa Benedict's test, okay, so we need to rule out pa din kung ang present is really your glucose or other reducing substances. That's why you need to reliable pa din ang ating reagent strip. Reagent strip will always be specific for the glucose because 'di ba gumagamit siya ng glucose oxidase na enzyme. So you just need to correlate this one with your reagent strip for the glucose termination. Okay, thank you.